What's going on, YouTube? It's Zach from the Rolling Times, and I'm bringing you guys a video from my phone today. Super busy with working on people's cars and stuff. Those of you that follow my channel, the BMW will soon be done. I just ordered a whole bunch of parts for it, but on today's video we're going to be working on a 2014 Chevy Cruze 1.4 liter turbo. And if you guys clicked on this video, it's probably because you have a coolant leak. It seems to be a common issue where the coolant return line from the turbo leaks. And let me show you what that looks like here. Okay guys, so I have the heat shield off for a little bit better access, but there is a hose, or there was a hose that went from here right to here. I just have another hose on here so we don't lose coolant everywhere. There's a little rubber hose like that, but on the other end of it, it has a crimped on like factory end that you can't separate. This line actually goes all the way to the turbo, and to replace it by the dealer guidelines, you have to pull the turbo off to replace it. But it's not leaking at the turbo, it was leaking at this end here where the rubber crimps onto the metal end. So what we're gonna do is we took a Dremel and we sliced this just enough that we could slip it off without digging into this metal here, and then the other ends here. So I'm going to go down to AutoZone and go get a piece of hose this size and 2 hose clamps and put it on there, and it shouldn't leak because each one of these pipes have a beveled end right here, and it wasn't actually leaking from the pipe to the hose, it was leaking through the crimp connection on the hose. So if you guys have this issue and you don't want to pull the turbo, you can try this quick fix first before going through all the labor of pulling the turbo. I let the car warm up. Everything checked out after it warmed up, and then let it cool down. No leaks. So hopefully this fix helped you guys save some money or save some time. If not, then just go ahead and pull the turbo and replace the whole line. But I'd say it's worth giving this a try before you do that. But if I helped you out, please leave a like and subscribe, or let me know in the comments down below. I love talking to you guys. For those of you that are viewers of my channel that have stick around and curious what's going on, I'll give you guys a quick tour of the BMW. It probably looks like the last time you saw it. However, I did get a few key parts on it. The air motive fuel pressure regulator. This is to bump it down from the EFI fuel pressure down to a safe pressure for the carburetor. I was kind of working on the throttle cable here, getting that figured out. Did a little bit of work to the exhaust. I apologize, I'm filming this on my phone. I should really get the GoPro out. But almost done with the exhaust. Got a few more things to fab up and then take into the shop and fully weld. And we got our fender exit almost finished. Pretty cool. Working on the belt right now. This is kind of the last big thing I have to finish. I finally found a way to mount the alternator. I got a 3/4 inch block plate made to bolt to the head, and that spaced out the alternator pulley correctly. And then I think to get the belt tensioned, I'm going to do a manual tensioner. I'm going to have to build something off of this plate that comes out, and then have a pulley on something like this that you can move up and down to get it tight. But that's the last big thing. Everything else is pretty simple. A couple wires to hook up. Cooling system should be interesting. I got to figure out how to set up an expansion tank, or maybe just run without it and see what happens. But thanks for stopping by the channel. If you guys were wanting to keep up on these builds and projects we're working on, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
My own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bondage. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me